Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And as I'm traveling, as you all know, on the healing process, so I could not be visible here because I'm still traveling. And thank you so much for all the prayers of yours and support. Please bear with me today. It's a very important video though, so I wanted to give some time to it. I've prepared a presentation for you all, like to explain what exactly is happening in the sky. That's why I've written what's wrong with the Scorpio sky, because people are coming in and saying that, we are going through a lot, whichever area Scorpio is in your chart. So if you have any graha in the Scorpio sign also, it's very important. So this is week 4 that we are going to be discussing today. That is from the 20th to the 26th of January 2025. And it's based on the moon's ingress and interaction with all the other grahas. So it becomes a very important graha for that reason also, because we want to know what is happening in our day-to-day affairs, in day-to-day life, when we talk about moon. So moon is going to be, of course, I'll be sharing with you what exactly is happening with moon this week. And these are all general predictions. Please keep in mind, and the time zones also, please change as per your zone, because this is based on the New Delhi, India time, because that's the basic foundation that I got from the place that I was born. And, for that reason only, I take up New Delhi, India as my base. Now, Mercury is going to be transiting through Capricorn sign this week from 24 Jan to 11 Feb, and Venus is going to be getting exalted. And that's happening from 28th of January, though it's not happening this week. So we'll be discussing it later. Mars is going to be changing signs again. Mars is going to be getting demoted in Gemini sign on the 21st of Jan. This is a very important and a crucial transit again. And just go back and see what happened on the 26th of August to 20th of October 2024, because that was the Gemini sign transit of Mars. Please do watch that video in my playlist. All the videos are there in the playlist. If you want to watch weeklies, you will get it. If you want to watch 2024 transits, you will get it. And if you want to know 2025 transits, you can get under the heading of 2025 transits. So now Mars from 21st of January till the 20th, excuse me. See, Mars went retrograde on the 7th of December in Cancer sign. But on the 21st of January in retrogression till 24th of February, it is going to be in Gemini sign retrogression. That is in demotion as well as retrogression. And then till 3rd of April, it remains in Gemini, then moves forward in the Cancer sign again. I hope I'm audible. Please confirm it to me. That'll be really kind of you. And also, you see, there are so many important events this month as well as the next month, which are going to play out really very, very importantly in your life, because Jupiter is turning direct also. Now, that is in the next month. Now, when we talk about Venus, Mercury's ingress, I'll share in a bit. First of all, just make a note of Moon's ingress on the 20th of Jan. Moon is going to be in Virgo sign, conjunct Ketu, in trine to Jupiter and Sun. And then Libra sign on 21st to 23rd, aspected by Mars, in trine to Venus and Saturn. Then moves into the Scorpio sign on the 24th till the 25th, opposite Jupiter, in trine to Rahu and Saturn. That is where Moon debilitates also. So it is a very important placement, and Scorpio is getting impacted by Rahu and Saturn. So this is also going to be an important discussion that I'll be doing this in a bit. Sagittarius sign on the 26th of Jan, and we have Republic Day also, and it's conjunct Mercury that day. Okay. Now Mercury is going to be in the, let me share with you and show you exactly what is happening here. If you can't see the screen, do let me know. All right. Now, I'm going to be explaining it, because it's very important. So what's happening here, if you can see, the Scorpio sign is having this Rahu in its aspect and Saturn's aspect also, correct? Also, Saturn is looking at Aries sign, which is ruled by Mars again. Now, Mars is going backwards and is going to be in trine to Saturn. Okay. This is the trine, right? But Mars is also aspecting Saturn sign. Can you see? Capricorn sign. Okay. I hope this is not a khichdi which I have made right now. You all can understand. This is very important to understand. Also, please understand that Saturn and Mars, whenever they form a connection on the global level, whatever is going on. Thank you so much, Gana Sudha. Thank you so much for confirming that you can hear me. Now, Saturn and Mars, whenever they are forming a connection, with each other, there are earthquakes, fires, and major events do take place. Okay. It is a good combination for innovation also, undoubtedly engineering, innovation, real estate market. All that is good. But what about the people? They get impacted. You will see more of health issues coming in, new viruses coming in. Uh, you people will be feeling more bodily pains during this time. Also, on the global level, fires, etc. You are hearing as well. Okay, and also we have one more issue is that Saturn is also impacting both the signs of Mars. That is, Saturn is looking at Aries also. Saturn is looking at Scorpio also. So that is the reason, Mars is getting impacted. Now, Mars is getting demoted into Gemini sign also, not to forget that. When Mars is getting impacted in the enemy sign, Gemini is an enemy sign, no? Ruled by Mercury. So this will create more scattered or mentally restless energies on the global plane. Fiery nature actually gets activated. So and it is in demotion in retrogression as well. So this is going to activate more of mental arguments, stimulation, debates. So you must address these areas. Get prepared for that. Energy expression, like impulsive decision making. There can be conflicts, depending on your personal chart and your dasha. So what dashas are more important? Mercury dasha, Mars dasha, Saturn's dasha, as a matter of fact. So your mental focus should be based on motivations rather than, having any kind of distraction. This is quite likely that you can be distracted also. In your communication, you have to be really careful. And also, I have seen that, there are some frustrations that people go through whenever um, the sign Gemini gets activated. And hands, you are chopping veggies, you can cut your hands, arms, or, not arms, sorry, cutting fingers, sorry. Okay. So be careful about that. When you're chopping veggies and driving, you use your hands, So you have to be careful in driving also. Saturn is looking at Scorpio sign, remember. So this is a transformative energy also, but you have to be more disciplined now. Channelize your energies during this time. Okay. Because Saturn is influencing both Aries and Scorpio sign, right? So this will bring about more intense karmic lessons for you all. Remember, this can lead to global fires, which we are hearing. We might see natural disasters also. And then psychological and societal themes are going to play out as well. Some major transformations are going to take place for sure. Third aspect is on the Aries sign. Third aspect is what? Pressure. Saturn is pressure. So whenever Saturn is looking at Aries sign, it will be the time when you will have to put pressure. You will be pressurized in your communication. You will be having issues in your journeys, but it will give you more of courage also. But you have to be disciplined, serious, use your energies well, channelize your energies well. If you're feeling that there are new ventures going on, but you're not able to perform well, so you have to be more focused. Okay, be more self-introspective also. This might just bring about new beginnings also, globally, leadership. Some new avenues are going to open for the leaderships also. Now, 10th aspect is on which sign? Another sign of Mars, that is Scorpio. You can see that, right? Saturn is aspecting Scorpio sign, 10th aspect. So this is also a pressure in the career, in the public life people will go through. There will be delays, obstacles. People will feel a lot of weight on themselves. In the public image, you have to really struggle for the public image. There will be some challenges in the power struggles that people will go through. But it is also going to be influencing industries which are connected to deep research, psychology, like finance, technology, politics. So, this is something which is going to be getting active as well. And what is happening here is that Rahu energy is also there, on casting its impact on the Scorpio sign. So people might just come up with some new um, ideas. At the same time, there will be some hidden realms which will get active. People will get to know about their own potential, and they will get, some people will get really greedy also, you know. So with Saturn aspect on Scorpio might just bring about a transformative crisis where hidden forces such as environmental disasters, hidden power struggles, finance upheavals, they may come to surface. Now, these events could be slow burning or tied to complex behind the scenes dynamics because it's a Scorpio sign, right? So it will be like underlying causes that will emerge. That is why I said, be careful if you have a hidden relationship, suppose. So it might just bring about those hidden relationships in the limelight. So be careful about that. And of course, Rahu energy is also going to play out, no, here. So Rahu is what? So Rahu is not a planet which is going to give you that kind of solace, no? It is definitely going to be giving you more of desires. It is going to maybe make you more involved in physical acts, physical desires might increase. So all of that is also part of it. Okay. So just be careful about your relationships, your overall, um, yeah, but it is good for the ones who are into research. It's good for the ones who have some hidden knowledge, deep desire to learn more. Deep personal evolution will happen. And do not exaggerate your obsessions. Don't dwell on your manipulative tendencies and just have imbalance of that. All of that is there, so just be careful. Now, coming to the sign wise predictions, I think I've spoken enough on this. It's very important. Why? Because nobody's talking about it actually, and people who don't talk about it and they claim to be astrologers, that is something which I don't like. Ascendant moon sign as well as your dasha sign, please watch the short video that I've made, how to check the transits the right way. You will get to know about it. I don't want to repeat it because I'm not too well also right now. I'm just on the recovery side though. That is why, I'm just the ritual that, I have to make the videos, weekly videos. So that is why I'm here. So for Aries natives, this week, moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. Now, 6th house transit is considered to be very positive for moon for one reason, that you become a little disciplined. You are having that servitude attitude. Maybe you will be having a good connection with your superiors, your co-workers that day, especially on the 20th, 20th of January. And it is also, in trine to Jupiter. Jupiter is looking at the Virgo sign, and Sun is also in the trine to this moon. So this is the time when you will be connecting with the superiors. You'll be discussing some projects on this day. You'll be working out. You'll be working on your health also. Fitness regime also you will be following. So that way it is a good time period for you. And if you are thinking of any kind of growth, if you're thinking of future prospects to get better and in your move into your direction, in your channelizing your energies also, this is a good time. If you want to join a new job period also, a job, this is a good time period to do so. Any kind of uh, you know um, professional growth if you want, so get into the depth of it rather than just doing things very superficially. Okay, so that way. And be careful about the electrical equipments. Just stay away from that. Okay, and that's on the 20th. Now 21st to the 23rd, moon is going to be in your 7th house, and 21st to 23rd, this is a very good time period if you want to connect with your partner, with your people, you want to take them out for dinner or something, so you can do so. It's a very good time period for connecting with your guru, also with your mentors also. In exactly, if you ask me, it's a good time period to wear new clothes, party also. And this is the time to um, uh, you know uh, be less worrisome, I would say, because you're going to be having a lot of mood swings, or your partner is going to be quite moody. Partner could be business partner, partner could be spousal partner. So this is something which you can be experiencing, and this is also the time to um, accept certain changes or chaos at the office place also. Remember, things are not as they appear. Then moon is going to be in your 8th house on the 24th, 25th, right opposite Jupiter. Jupiter is retrograde. I know Scorpio sign is having that grace, but Jupiter, when turns direct, things are going to get better for Scorpio sign. So 8th house is getting active. 8th house is, what? It is about thinking about all the negatives. You're dwelling on the negatives. You're thinking about the past. You're thinking about all the humiliation that you've gone through, and it is also going to lower your self confidence. This is why, Chandra Ashtama, whenever it is debilitated for Aries people, they do go through a lot of worries, deep worries surface actually. And especially, it can be bringing about some hidden information. Don't gossip around. There can be some financial matters that you will be, working on, or some unpredictable um, financial matters might surface. And mother's health, you have to be taking good care of on this day, especially. And then, uh, you know, moon moves into your 9th house on the 26th of January. So, 9th house transit is considered to be good if you want to know about your hidden potential, you want to join somewhere, you know, some spiritual guidance that you want to, or some kind of journey that you want to take, or some kind of emotional attachments to beliefs are difficult to change. You're just on that past conditioning that you're dwelling on. It's good if you can, just work on your maturity levels. Just enhance your maturity levels on this day. Just work on yourself, your hidden potential, learn about yourself more. Do things which actually um, upgrade you. Okay, rather than just dwelling on the negatives all the time. But 9th house transit is still better when you have gone through all the pain and the sufferings, and now you're feeling better with this transit. Also, we have Mars getting retrograde and going backwards towards Gemini sign. So be careful about your communication, short journeys. Take care while chopping the vegetables, when you're communicating with your siblings, seniors, co-workers. Be careful. Can you hear me all? Yeah. Which something is saying. 1 second. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. So this is something that you have to be very mindful of, rather than just jumping into things impulsively. Saturn is looking at your 1st house. Saturn is also looking at your uh, 5th house, 8th house. So this is something that you have to be careful about when you're going in for some major investments, when you're going in for some changes in your life. You might be traveling a lot during this time period, and you need to learn more. You need to learn more now. This is the time you should. And it's a very good time period for the student natives. They are going to be getting very serious about their education. They are going to be taking everything very seriously. There are people who are going to be very serious in their romance. It's not going to be any more superficial types. It is going to be really very, very um, strong intense relationship that you'll be having. Venus is going to get Ucha, but it is going to be conjunct Rahu. I'll be making a separate video for sure. I'll try. But if I'm not able to, but I must tell you next week that Venus and Rahu conjunction, what it's going to be doing, what we are heading to. It's a good state, but at the same time, you might just become too much into the physical desires, and too much about the worldly matters. women counterparts must be very careful at the place of work also. Okay. Overall, it's a good week for you because moon is going to be transiting through 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. So 9th house transit onwards, things are going to get better any which way. So you are going to be coming out of the hurdles and breaks, whatever you're getting into. Now you're going to be gaining that momentum gradually. Okay. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental setup also. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, ascendant moon or dasha sign wise, I'm taking if you have any graha in a Taurus and you are in the dasha of the same. So it's a very important one. So hear it all. So moon will be transiting through your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses this week. So when moon is transiting through your 5th house, it's on the 20th, it is going to be conjunct Ketu. And 5th house is the house of romance, is the house of daily life, creativity also, entertainment also, children also. So you will feel that, you're going to be focused on these areas more. Maybe you'll be with your partner, or you're going to be discussing something very creative. You're going to be doing something very creative. You're working on your connection with people also, with your children. Maybe children are going to be working on some projects or something, and you're helping them out. Okay, so it's good in a way. Be childlike. If you want to get entertained, you must actually draw a line also. You must enjoy, but at the same time, you must see what exactly is, what kind of group that you are mixing with. Is it the group that is going to be, giving you back something positive, or it's just that you're going to be um, just mixing around with people who are pulling you down. Don't do that. Just be mindful and just be careful about your circle and the people that you're mixing around with. Then moon is going to be transiting through, and the third lord is going to be in the 5th house, no? So maybe there is a change or travel for your siblings also. Then moon is going to be in your 6th house, and that's happening on the 21st till the 23rd. It's going to be aspected by Mars in the, see, Mars is going to be changing signs. Sorry. So 21st is Mars is changing signs. So at least on the 21st to 23rd, it's going to be in trine to Venus and Saturn, and is going to be in your 6th house. So 6th house is the health is weak. You must pay attention to your eating habits. There can be some dietary issues. There can be some litigation loans you're working on, but it is good for competitive spirit. If you want to connect with your bosses, seniors, co-workers. So this is a very positive time. If you want to finish off any projects, if you want to start any fitness regime, this is a good time period also. Okay. And then moon moves into your 7th house. 7th house transit makes you, you and your partner, or you very, the mood swings are pretty, it's swingy. So you might just be too worrisome about your emotions, about your partner, about your relationship. You're thinking about what exactly you should be doing in your business. So, but yeah, you're working on all of that, but it also gives you some sort of connectivity with others also, outside world. So maybe you're traveling, you're meeting people, mixing around with people, discussing new projects. And see, Saturn is looking here, Rahu is looking here. So you are having any which ways. Taurus people are having issues in their relationship, in their business, in their spousal relationship, or they're having issues to get married. Also, it's becoming a problem. If you're looking for a potential partner, you got a partner, but then it didn't work out, it did not materialize, that kind of it must have given you a break also in a relationship maybe. So all of that is because of Saturn and Rahu aspecting the Scorpio sign. Jupiter is retrograde, that is why you're experiencing these kinds of frustrating energies. Once Jupiter turns direct, things are going to get better for sure. Now with the moons in grahas lastly on the 26th of January, towards the 8th house it's moving. So now Mercury is waiting there, and moon and Mercury combination is not considered to be that great, in the 8th house. conjunction of these two. So in the eighth house, you feel you're going to be feeling quite low on energies. Maybe there are some deep worries that you're dwelling on. There can be some gossiping. There can be something which is the hidden information, which is causing issues. You've come to know about it, so you're getting a little uneasy because of that. Also, Mercury is also going to be there, no? So it is like, going to be giving you a lot of information to calculate and evaluate. So you're too much into that processing, what I should be doing, how I should be conveying the message, how the messages are being conveyed, because it's a messenger, right? Maybe you are going to be studying more, you're going to be processing that information, you're working on a project. See, Mercury in the eighth house, that's the reason is not considered to be bad, because that gives you a lot of information. So you're working, maybe you're a researcher, good. You're a teacher, very nice. All those things also we have to see. Now, being the ruler of the third house, even Moon is going to be transiting the eighth house. So maybe you have complications with the uncles and aunts, or you have complications to resolve with your siblings. So you need to work on your deeper realms, transformative energies, eighth house. Do not dwell on the negatives. Do not dwell on the worries, because it can aggravate all those unpredictable events in your life right now. Okay, so be careful. Now, Mercury is also going to be changing signs. Mercury on the 24th is going to be leaving the zone. So Moon and Mercury are not going to be conjunct. I take back my words, because Mercury is going to be changing signs on the 24th. And Moon is going to be in the Sagittarius sign on the 26th. So Mercury is going to be in the Capricorn sign. Now, this is definitely very positive for you, because Mercury in the ninth house will make you um, give you new information, will open up new wave of information that changes your life. And listen to the unsuspecting teachers who appear. They have an important message. Maybe, you'll be learning more. Younger generation is going to be more helpful. There can be too many improvements in your life based on your possibilities and opportunities. You will be really utilizing those. And this also makes you travel. This also gives you new avenues opening for you for finances. Children are going to be traveling overseas, maybe. All that might happen. And just make the best use of your potential now with Mercury transiting, because Mercury is your second lord and fifth lord. So when this happens, you must take care and make the best use of your own information, your own potential. And for what? For being creative, for studying, for higher education, for making money out of money also. That way, it is a very positive time. Okay. So just take care of your relationship. I know there are hurdles and frustrations that you're going through. Things will get better for sure. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Moon is going to be transiting your fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh houses this week. On the 20th, Moon is going to be in your fourth house, and it's conjunct Ketu. Fourth house Ketu is considered to be a little uneasy kind of a placement. Your mental peace is mental peace suffers. You do feel uneasy because of that. But when Moon transits there, the anxiety levels go up. So on the 20th of January, just be careful, be mindful of what you do, what you speak. Take care of your mom's health, because Moon in the fourth house, gives you nostalgic feelings and, sentimental memories. You're thinking about your childhood days. You're thinking about your home. You're thinking about, maybe you're missing your home. You're overseas and you're missing your home. And, it's Ketu energy here. So maybe you're spending a lot of time away from your home life. Maybe, there are issues to deal with at the workplace, or your expenditures on home, on car, that increases. Or maybe you're thinking about your mom, you're caring about your mom is not well, so you're spending on that. Breakdowns will happen, related to your car purchase also. Be careful about that. Do not get carried away and purchase blindly, anything and everything. Though Venus will be entering your 10th house, you can purchase a vehicle later, depending on your personal chart. uh, Financial matters can cause a little bit of problem also. You feel a little empty, maybe, you're having a lot of changes. Nothing is permanent, you feel, when Ketu and Moon combine. So will get that kind of feeling even more on the 20th. Okay, so process that information, that kind of feeling really carefully. Because what happens, when you're anxious, you need to help yourself at that time to come out of that anxiety. No one else will know. So you need to be, that is why these are for warnings, precautionary measures that we take. So when moon is in the fourth house, be careful about all these feelings, that you're going through. Maybe, may not be, some people have a lot of strength and their dasha is not such. If you're in moon dasha, ketu dasha, so definitely it can happen. These kind of feeling, the intensity might vary, but can happen. Okay. Then Libra sign, moon is going to be entering. That is happening on the 21st to the 23rd. Now, this is the fifth house transit of moon. Moon, when is in the fifth house, this is considered to be fun activity. You're more towards daily life, creative life. You're going to be more focused on children. You might just connect with children. You might just be, your children might be getting a job, maybe, if you are in that age group. Your romantic partner might just come back to you, if the partner, and you had a tough time in the past. You had some relationship issues. Now you're going to be feeling better in relationship. You might reconcile also. It's better, no, that you reconcile and come out of that anxiety. Why prolong it? Okay. As it is on the 21st to 23rd, you are going to be in trine to Venus and Saturn here. So you need to be very very, very calm in your relationship and be more practical also, rather than getting carried away in your relationship, whether you want to continue or not. So be practical, because you can go a little emotional and you might just make wrong decision, because Saturn wants you to be very, he's a strict disciplinarian, he wants to be very serious. Okay. Then moon moves into your debilitation sign of Scorpio on the 24th to 25th, and is going to be right opposite Jupiter, aspected by Saturn, Rahu. So your sixth house is getting heavily, heavily impacted. So wherever your Scorpio sign, that is why I'm saying that's why Scorpio's sign is suffering. Sixth house. When moon is transiting your sixth house, you need to take care of your health. Firstly, take care of your health, take care of your food items that you're consuming. You can have stomach related, stomach upsets or stomach related issues. So be careful about that also, time to time. That can happen because of the Rahu energy and Saturn energy also. Eat right. Please eat right and don't gossip around. There, particularly, people who are gossiping around, this might not be a good time period, because Saturn doesn't like that. So you have to be watchful and mindful of what you say, what you do. Your actions speak louder than words. Be careful. Also, take care of your health now. Do focus on your health. If you want to start a fitness regime, if you want to reconcile with people at the workplace, you can do that as well. This definitely is going to be the time when you will be helping people. Be helpful, be more towards, helping them and doing things for them also. That will be really very kind. That act of kindness. Lastly, moon will be in your seventh house, and that's happening on the seventh house on the 26th of January. We have in India, we have Republic Day, Indian Republic Day, and moon is going to be in your seventh house. So it is also good, for good time to connect with your family, with your partner, spending some time at home. It's really very nice to connect with people, whom you love, and you can just entertain them, entertain yourself. This is also a good time period to remember things that you want to relate to, remember those childhood memories. Maybe this is a good time to eat or dine out. Maybe you'll be taking your family out. Mercury is going to be transiting your eighth house, and that's happening on the 24th of Jan till the 11th of February. Mercury is going to be in your eighth house. And eighth house is very positive for Mercury for research work. If you are into any kind of research or any kind of information which requires a lot of work, a lot of dwelling, And anything which is, that kind of information which really needs a lot of time and energy. So this is a good transit. Mercury in the eighth house also reveals some hidden information also. Maybe some ideas, some conversations which were not to be revealed will be revealed by you or by someone else. You will get that news. Okay. Sun and Mercury will be together also in the eighth house. Have been going through some sort of Lagnesh when goes into the eighth house, it is not good for the health. So take care of your health. Okay. And Mars is again moving backwards towards your first house. So just be mindful about your communication. Be careful about your aggression. Don't lose temper. Don't argue, because Mars is Mars. But that energy levels definitely which you have depleted will be better off. Just go back and see, what all happened from, when Mercury was in Gemini sign from 26th August to 20th of October 2024. Was there anything that was unfinished? Now you will be able to finish that off as well. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, fifth, and sixth houses. Lastly, okay. So third house transit means that you're going to be maybe traveling. Ketu is there, so be careful about your travels also. Being flexible and open-minded brings in new opportunities. You're going to be more involved in gaining knowledge. Maybe you're going to be learning more. There is some presentation that you're working, or there's a lecture that you're delivering. Do not get involved in any kind of gossips during this time. Traveling, of course, short journeys can be on cards because it's the third house transit. And also, maybe you are having some issues to deal with your siblings if you have, or your co-workers, maybe, So don't be self-critical. Don't use or misuse your authority or your leadership skills or any quality that you have. Do not misuse it. Okay. Ketu is there, no? That is why I'm saying so. Then Moon moves into your fourth house. Moon in the fourth house happens on the 21st to the 23rd and is going to be trying to Venus and Ketu. In the fourth house, it's like a homey moon, you have been traveling, you've been working. Now you want to just take some rest. You want to be with your family. You want to renovate or redo your place. Maybe you want to connect with your mom, your motherland. You're coming to your motherland maybe for a while, maybe for a few days. And this also, wants you to take some rest. Fourth house moon means you have to take some rest. This will be good if you, connect with your family members, throw a party, connect with them, take their help if you're suffering, or, you want to convey something to them. Seek help and advice from them, if you're stuck somewhere. And maybe, there is some renovation going on, and you can't hear me clear, everyone. Can you tell me if you can't hear me, please? So if there is any disturbance, please tell me in the audio. Okay. Now, with this moon transiting through your fifth house, which happens on the 24th, 25th. So this is going to be right opposite a retrograde Jupiter and trying to Rahu, and Saturn is also looking here. So fifth house, when is getting disturbed, means that you will feel a little uneasy in the affairs related to your children. Matters related to children, related to your creative energies. You're not getting that kind of recognition, at the workplace. Children may be more emotionally draining, or they are draining you, either which ways. Or the mind seems to wander about, without focus and indulgent in daydreaming. You're planning something else is happening, you know so that kind of an attitude is going to be there. Be more optimistic, I think. That is the only key. Don't be over optimistic also. Don't be obsessed with your relationship. Maybe your ex-partner, is disturbing you time and again. That is something you need to really be very serious about, because Saturn is looking here. You have to be very serious whether you want to be with this with this partner, or you want to start with another relationship, or you want to just end this relationship. If you're waiting for another person, to propose, and you're not proposing the person you're dating, you're waiting for the other person's, acknowledgement. then this might just disturb the relationship. So on the 24th, 25th, there can be that your mind is not in center. So be mindful when you're conveying things to someone. Okay. So be careful. Oh, okay. Navneet, sorry. I thought that, there is disturbance in the audio. Sorry, I didn't see. Leo, yeah, I'll just discuss Leo after this. Then you be here. Now, with this, lastly, moon transiting through your sixth house, moon in the sixth house, it's going to be on the 26th Jan. And this is the time when, you must actually focus on your health. You should avoid eating outside food. Maybe, you're having some tummy upset, you've eaten something outside, or maybe you're paying too much of attention to the negatives. You're dwelling on the negatives more. It's good if you can connect with your, maybe your family members. Do not get into any kind of litigation, though it is 26th Jan, which is a holiday for holiday in India. But still, there is a lot of um, there's lots going on in your head. So you need to discuss things with your family and your friends. It can cause some disturbance on this day with your partner. Maybe, you can just pick up an argument and you feel a little uneasy because of that. Okay. And then, Mercury is changing signs. Mercury is going to be in your um, seventh house from the 24th of Jan till the 11th of Feb. Mercury is going to be in your seventh house. Seventh house, communications, agreements, future planning, maybe with your partner or made by partner, connection with your younger people. Uh, all this is going to be favorable for you. Laughter is healing. So pay attention to your own health. Travel plans can culminate. Maybe you're traveling, or you're just, you when moon was in the sixth house, you planned everything. It was 26th weekend on the, is there. So maybe if you're in the place where, it is all closed, so you might just be traveling, no? Vacation. So take a break, I think. Don't forget to include others in your plans. Reciprocate with your people. If they're showing affection, show them affection. If they're not, then do the same, or just ignore. Okay. And also, Mars is again turning retrograde and demoted to your 12th house. So when Mars is in the 12th house, secret enemies who are behind the scenes, just mm, they try to harm you. Travels might be very disturbing, or there can be some lack of confidence. There can be backstabbing. Sleep is disturbed. So be careful about that. Just take care of your health. Stress levels might increase, expenditure might increase as well. So just be careful about that. Don't be vulnerable. Okay. Might. That is why I'm using the word might, depending on your personal chart. If at all you are in the Dasha of Mars, this transit is very, very important for you. Don't waste your time and energy discussing things which might just deplete your energy. Okay. Take care of your health. If you're already experiencing some fevers, etc., do not ignore it. Just get going. Get your physical examinations done. Saturn is as it is in your eighth house. You must not ignore your health. Please. Coming to the next one, which is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week, moon is going to be in your second, third, fourth, and fifth houses. So moon in the second house, as it is, Ketu in the second house has been depleting your finances. Lot of troubles and issues you're experiencing already. With moon going there, there can be some, something to do with your financial issues, which are fluctuating, causing money problems, temporary issues in your maybe stomach. You can have some diarrhea or something. You have to take care of your food habits. You might just be eating some cold foods. So you have to be um, uh, you know be more cautious about your cooking and your eating, and do not eat outside food. Maybe you're having troubles in your teeth region, eyesight issues can happen, so be careful about that. But this is definitely very positive to connect with your guru, with your partner, with your siblings, with your neighbors, with your friends, with your family. um, any kind of litigation, etc., if you're going through, you might just get some relief there as well. Moon moves into your third house. And third house, Venus and Saturn are in trine to this place. So Venus is looking at its own zone, no? So definitely very positive, and Moon is in the third house. It is the time when you will be very creative. You might just develop a new hobby. You want to cook, you want to drive, you want to just, maybe pick up your guitar and play, something like that. You might just be beautifying or decorating your house this day. Relationship with your siblings will improve. Interest in movies, art, concerts, short vacation, maybe peace, relaxation, travels, short journeys, all that can happen as well. Maybe you're just, entertaining yourself and gossiping also. So just be careful about that. Saturn is looking here. It's in trine. After all, it's not looking, but it's in trine, similar kind of elements. So you need to be very careful when you are gossiping or backbiting about someone. You're discussing something which is not right. Okay. Then Moon moves into your fourth house. See, I know why you're suffering, because Ketu is there in the second house. Mars is there in your 12th. Mars is turning retrograde and is going to be in your 11th. There will be relief coming your way. Don't worry. Your relationship with your bosses, seniors, your relationship with your partner, everything is going to fall in place. They're going to be getting better. So don't worry, Leos. Okay. It's just that we have Jupiter, which is retrograde, which is your fifth lord. You're having issues at the workplace. Then Ketu is in the fifth house from your 10th. So these are all giving you issues at the workplace also. And Rahu is in your eighth house as well. So you need to be very, very um, uh, patient space, as if, So this is the theme for you right now. Saturn is in the seventh house. It definitely is focusing more on patience. Okay. Then Moon is in your fourth house, and fourth house Moon debilitates. 25th Moon is going to be in the fourth house. A retrograde Jupiter sees, Saturn sees, Rahu sees. The fourth house is the house of peace. Should not forget that. So when there is so much of energy and there's so much of aspect casting on the fourth house, this might just make you very, very emotional about your home, your family. You want to take rest, you're not able to. There's a lot of turmoil that you're going through, because your fourth house is the house of peace, which is isn't it? So, uh, this is why, you need to be very careful about your mental setup. The more, the stronger you get, the better you are. So, Saturn will give you discontentment. It gives you problems or issues with your uncles, aunts, aging parents. Maybe, you're going away from them, you're missing them. And of course, Saturn teaches the most significant life lessons, surfacing the realization of what is important. So focus on that. Also, Rahu is going to be aspecting, no, your fourth house in Scorpio sign. That is why I'm focusing more on Scorpio sign this week, because it's your fourth house. So this also brings in too many changes. Maybe you're traveling, you're, not living in one place, changing your home environment. Maybe there's renovation going on. You're really, really in a, limbo kind of a situation. So maybe, there's a renovation going on. It's taking like ages to complete. You're selling your property. Maybe you're pushed to sell your property. There are major changes which are occurring at the work and the career aspect also, because it's the fourth house which is getting impacted, and Rahu is looking there. So any kind of residence change, office change, dramatic changes are happening in your life, undoubtedly. New opportunities will definitely give you independence. And if you want to buy or purchase a car, you can do that as well. Okay. So this is what. And lastly, Moon is going to be in your fifth house and Mercury in your sixth. So when Moon is in your fifth house, Moon in your fifth house means that you are going to be getting very emotional about your children. Maybe your children require your attention. Maybe you're going to be having a party at home. You're going to be enjoying. You're going to be, after hearing my video, maybe you're going to be feeling, okay, now this is what, it's the problems are coming to an end. So you might just party around now. So have fun, enjoy. You might just get the support that you're looking for from your family, from your children, or maybe you are going to be supporting the children also. And this seems like, you're going to be more on the entertainment, fun activities side. Ex-partner can come back also. You might just connect with your partner. Um, and also, Mercury is going to be changing signs, not to forget. Mercury is going to be in your sixth house from the 24th Jan till the 11th of Feb. And Mercury in the sixth house is sort of an exalted position. So this is definitely very positive for your communication with others. Maybe you're going to be, you know, coming out of the ailments or issues or any kind of litigation you have been entrapped in. You're going to be coming out of it, or reconciliation is also quite likely. You're working through your projects, your finances now really well. Maybe because of your competitors, you're going to be making money, quite likely. Okay. And not to forget, Mars is going to be transiting through your 11th house, which is again very positive for you, because Mars was in the 12th house. Expenditures were just rising and rising and rising, and you were just feeling too uneasy. But here, it is going to be giving you a lot of confidence. Some travels might happen, and also there can be that you will get to know who's your friend and who's your foe, who's your enemy. Okay. There are people who are going to be jealous of you, but you're going to be really very strong. Older siblings may be defensive, keep a distance from them. Mother may be under stress because this is your eighth from the fourth house where Mars is transiting, and Mars is the ruler of your fourth house. This means that your mother's health really needs that attention. Okay. So, rest, I think, seems good. I've discussed all the grahas, I think. Okay. Take care. Coming to the next one. That is Virgo. Sorry about this. I'm recovering, I must tell you, because we're talking about Virgo, and in the natural zodiac, Virgo is about health. So I must tell you that I'm recovering from whatever problem I have been in. I've been healing myself and getting in touch with my guru, and my, pilgrimages are on. So I think I'm going to get really, really back on track soon. So thanks so much, everyone, for prayers and your support. So bear with me for some more time. I will definitely be, regular with my videos also. So for Virgo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, third, and fourth houses. You see, when Moon is in the first house, it is the new cycle which is beginning, in the first house. This is like, you will get clarity of mind, how to take the initiative, new beginnings. Ketu is there. You might just have a new outlook towards maybe, spirituality. You will become spiritual. You will be very nurturing kinds. And 11th Lord is in the first house after all. So this is very positive for making money also. This is the time, especially on the 20th Jan, when Moon is in trying to Jupiter and Sun and is going to be conjunct Ketu. So this is the time when you will be really very helpful to others, and others will also reciprocate the same way. You're going to be very emotional. Mood swings can happen, but this is the time when you will be having a renewed mindset, and the outlook changes, as I said. And also, you will be focused more on your health, on your fitness, on your children, on your travels. Maybe you're going to be working on your comfort and security also. Maybe purchasing of property, etc. happens. Moon is going to be in your second house on the 21st to the 23rd, and is going to be in Libra sign. Moon in the second house is that financial matters, you'll be concerned about, or maybe you'll be able to make money out of money. You have those avenues opening for you. It's definitely very positive to spend time with your family, cooking. Maybe you're going to be, enjoying a peaceful and a happy time with your people. And also, you might just be going to a dentist, or maybe going for some eye checkup also, could be. Then Moon moves into your third house, and that's happening from the 24th to the 25th. Now, this is important. The tagline says in the beginning that what happened to the Scorpio sign? Why is it getting so impacted? And your Scorpio sign is your third house. And Rahu is there in trine, Saturn is looking here. We have a retrograde Jupiter looking here. So third house is getting impacted. So when Moon is transiting your third house, being flexible and open-minded brings new opportunities, new possibilities. Some spontaneous trips can happen. Maybe you're going to be traveling during this time. I'll come to that also, why Saturn and Rahu, what they are doing. But when moon is there, it's going to be there for 2 quarter days. So 21st to 23rd, 24th to 25th, sorry. You're going to be feeling that kind of energy even more, that, you're going to be acquiring knowledge, you want to work more, you're traveling, you're going to be having some meetings back to back. So you're busy. Also, with Saturn's energy casting its, impact on the third house, definitely, you're going to be very perseverance, persevere for small things, you want to be very disciplined, you have some hard lessons to learn. And also, this is the time when you will be acquiring more knowledge. You learn new materials to advance in the career part. And also, some kind of grounding is done. Saturn is a strict disciplinarian, So it will give you that determination, accomplishment, and sense of goal achievement also. But the issue is that Rahu is also going to be aspecting your Scorpio sign. So, what's wrong with the Scorpio sign? See, when you are connected to Rahu, remember, new connections definitely will be there, but it will promote some kind of negativity also with that. It might. You have a lot of willpower, you have a lot of courage, you're in that competitive spirit, but be careful and be mindful. Pick and choose your people. New business, new contracts. You might just be signing them, but be careful. This might be an eye wash. It is a mirage. So anything which is too good to be true situation, just be careful about that. I say this to my clients also a lot, many times, that, too good to be situation, definitely run away from that. Okay. Be open to new ways to transfer information. Problems and upsets with your siblings can be a major concern area. So be careful about all these things, but I'm sure that Saturn has given you a lot of hard work. It's made you quite determined and quite hardworking. A lot of work actually to handle. So that's why the Scorpio sign is definitely going to be very, 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 very heavily impacted. Scorpio sign is heavily impacted. And you see, Saturn is looking at both the signs, no, of Mars. So that's why the wildfires and, all across the globe, you will hear all the calamities and all these kinds of issues we are dealing with. Global warming also has increased. Now, Moon lastly will be in your Sagittarius sign on the 26th of Jan, and we have a Indian Republic Day. I wish you all a very happy Indian Republic Day. And we do have Moon in the fourth house. See, whenever Moon is in the fourth house, what happens? You feel very emotional about your home environment. You want to renovate your house. You're worried about your comforts, or you're too concerned about your comforts. You have been traveling. You've just reached home. You want to connect with your family. You want to be with your people. You want to also, be more the nostalgic feeling. Oh, what happened? What all happened when I was a child, when I was with my friends in the university. All those things, you start thinking of when Moon is here. And also, this brings about your memories with your mom. Maybe you're overseas and you don't have a mom, or you are away from home. So you think about your home, no? When Moon is that homey Moon in the fourth house, it brings about the security. And you're thinking about security. You want to think about your family members, maybe, when Moon is in the fourth house. Just see how it goes. Also, Mercury, we must see, how is it going to be in the fifth house. Mercury is going to be in the fifth house, that is Capricorn sign, from the 24th of Jan till the 11th of Feb. Now, Mercury in the fifth house, sorry. Mercury will be transiting the fifth house, means ideas have to be captured. So it is the time to begin writing. Some incredible information might, be published, something into book. You're going to be very creative and expressive also. Maybe you're going to be concerned about your children. Our children are going to be very, very intelligent, and they are happy and pleasurable, and there are certain new arenas which are going to develop. Creativity might enhance. You're going to be more vocal about, or your children, are going to be vocal about, themselves, about their whatever is happening in their life. They're going to be connecting with you. Also, your partner in your romance, because it's your Lagnesh after all in the fifth house. Very good transit, very positive to start a new relationship, to start a new venture, investment, speculative income. All that is going to be in your favor. So make the best use of this transit, and especially these two times, when Mercury is in the fifth and the sixth house. Very, very, very favorable time period. Also, what's happening is Mars is going to be in your 10th house. It's coming in reverse, demoted in the 10th house, and is going to be from the 21st Jan till the 3rd of April. So in the 10th house, Mars will give you that drive, that ambition, because it's in the Digbali also. Means it is very strong in that area. So it will give you too much of work also. You will be very aggressive towards your work, and you'll be finishing off the task. And there is some um, kind of promotion waiting for you. Maybe you will get back, to the same place where you started from 26th August to 20th of October last year, that is 2024. Now is the time you might just revisit those areas. Okay. Maybe you will be working through your just be careful about your relationship with your bosses and seniors. Strike a balance around authorities. You might just lose out on that. And also there is a possibility of traveling. Maybe you are going to be more towards income, speculative income. Some money prospects are going to open. Financially you're going to be doing well. Take care of your health. Okay, that's what. Coming to the next one, that is, see, this is a consolidated reading, not just that moon is here and here and lot of here and here. No, how can it be? Moon is forming a connection with so many grahas, not one. We can't see just one position, one planet, and decide what's happening. No, it's like a consolidated reading that I'm giving you here. That is why it has to be a prolonged video. Okay. Now, coming to the Libra sign. For Libra, Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses this week. And when Moon is in the 12th house, the cycle is coming to an end. And Ketu is already there. So you are having issues in the foreign land if you are in the foreign land, or issues to deal with the foreigners or secret enemies, or there is a problem in the uh, in your motherland. You're away from your motherland or the place where you are comfortable. So it is definitely taking you away from the place when moon is also there in your 12th house. This is the last house. So memories of the past, or maybe, whatever happened in the 27 days, you're going to be thinking about that. Some messages will be revealed. You can be very emotional about your family, about yourself, about the people that you have been dealing with. So you're going to be thinking about what happened, what all happened, whether it was good, it wasn't, what happened, can I undo it? All those emotions are actually surfaced when moon is in the 12th house. You might just feel a little uneasy health wise because it's a Virgo sign. You can be self critical also. You're getting into the depth and the detail and nitty gritties of everything, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I didn't do this. All those things happened, and that's happening on the 20th of Jan. Then on the 21st to the 23rd, moon is going to be in the Libra sign. And that's your first house. Now the new cycle is beginning, So you can be very moody. You can have mood swings. You can have, too many things going on in your head when moon is over your first house. But it is definitely going to be giving you that clarity also. Okay, I must do this way. Because in the 12th house, you have been dwelling on all the negatives, or there have been a lot of expenditures happening, or you have been traveling and you've come back, and you're connecting with your own people, right? A deeper sensitivity plays a major important role, or you're going to be maybe deciding about new projects, new assignments, new things, new beginnings. When moon is in the first house, you have a very balanced approach. Maybe you're going to be visiting your home environment, your partner, your mother, maybe when moon is over your first house. But mood swings do happen. um, then moon is going to be on the 24th, 25th in your third house. Third house, moon debilitates also. Okay. Sorry, in the second house. I'm so sorry. I take back my words. Moon is in the second house. So that is the reason, you people have a lot of fluctuation in your finances also, because moon debilitates here, no? So what happens? You can have some issues to deal with, um, regards to your money. Money matters. Maybe you are going to be spending a lot of money on this day, so you feel a little uneasy, or maybe you're spending too much time with your family. Maybe you're discussing something very important, or you're just cooking. That is something which you might just enjoy doing. You're a foodie and you're just cooking, or you're just eating something very different than outside food. But be careful about your stomach region. Do not overeat also. Okay. It might just bring about that peace through your family members. You might just be getting into the research zone. You want to do things in a very detailed manner. Whatever depends on your personal horoscope. You might just be doing things like that. Also, moon is going to be in your third house. That is happening on the 26th of Jan. Now, see, let me complete this. Moon is going to be in the second house. Now, here, Saturn is also aspecting. That is why the tagline in the beginning is, what happened to the Scorpio sign? What's wrong with the Scorpio sign? Because Saturn is looking here, Rahu is looking here, Jupiter is retrograde, which is casting its impact on the second house in Scorpio sign. So when we have Saturn looking at the second house, this also manifests a lot of expenditures, and it limits your freedom and creates restriction. Speech restriction. You cannot speak the way you want to. This is a time to conserve money, work harder for greater rewards. Legacies, inheritance, this might just bring about some restraints and rules. You will not get that clear. Dental issues might just surface, eyesight issues might surface because Rahu is there in the sixth house. It can also bring about some litigation. Now, this is why I've mentioned, why is it causing so much of trouble to Scorpio sign? Why is it troubled? It'll get better with the Jupiter turning direct, it is going to get better. But right now, this is causing a lot of issue. With Rahu also looking here, you definitely will be looking after your financial situation now. This can bring in marriage or divorce, either or. Okay. Depending on your personal horoscope. And there can be some dramatic shifts in the opportunities. Maybe you're shifting out from the place where you are. Suddenly, you are asked to leave the company you're working for and you're asked to go and work somewhere else. That can also happen. See, this is not because moon is transiting there. This is because Saturn and Rahu are looking at the Scorpio sign of yours. So somewhere or the other, everyone has a Scorpio sign, no? So for you, you must take care of your eyesight, your dental issues. You must take good care of your relationship with your partner also, because it's your second house, which is 8 from your 7th. Eat right, sleep on time. Okay. Some costly expenditures definitely on your purchases, jewelry, etc. You might just waste your money also and then regret. Oh, why did I eat today? Instead of salads, why did I eat sweets? That kind of an issue also when moon is there, in the Scorpio sign on the 24th, 25th can happen. Lastly, moon is going to be on the 26th of January in your third house. Happy Republic Day, Indian Republic Day, everyone. And then moon is going to be in your third house. Now, when moon is in the third house, in the Sagittarius sign, this might bring about some open-mindedness in you and some new possibilities. You're going to be very hardworking this day. You're traveling. Some spontaneous plans, let's go for it's a holiday also. Maybe, you just plan a short trip, road trip. Maybe you're going to Vrindavan, if you are in that close vicinity, you go to Shirdi. Like I'm traveling, I'm just visiting all those kinds of places, religious, spiritual places. Pilgrimage. I'm on a pilgrimage. So you might just suddenly, plan all of that. And do not gossip during this time. You can, actually come up with new enemies. So be careful about that. Maybe with your siblings, neighbors, friends, just reconcile if you have any issues that you're dealing with. Mercury is going to be transiting your fourth house, and that's happening from the 24th of Jan till the 11th of February. Now, Mercury is transiting through the fourth house. There's a need to reconnect with your family. there is some message waiting for you. The mother has a message, maybe, you might just become very youthful. You might just connect with your family members, reading, writing, studying, learning, education, academically. You are going to be enhancing yourself. Fourth house is getting active after all. You might just purchase the property. You might just sign an agreement or a contract or a document. You're just learning more about the paperwork, PR, visa, etc. might just trigger. Okay. Now, one more thing is happening. One more transit is happening is that Mars is going to be getting demoted in your ninth house. And Mars was in the Gemini sign from the 26th August to 20th of October 2024. Now, just go back and check what happened at that time. 26th August, 20th of October must have been really in your favor. That kind of a time period when Mars was in the Gemini sign in your ninth house. It must have given you the ability to trust the inner knowing. You must be, traveling at that time, maybe. Some unexpected travels must have happened. You must have changed your residence maybe at that time. And it can be that you're going to be renovating your place right now. And the ego and actions, they do not match your words. Be careful about your speech because it's Gemini. So maybe with your bosses and seniors, you have to be very cautious. But definitely some new projects coming your way. Or maybe the old projects are going to get permanent. You're going to be getting that now, that kind of a agreement, which is instead of being on the ad hoc basis, now you're going to be getting the permanent kind of a job. Okay. So very positive time period, I think. You'll be making some decisions, important decisions also. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. Yes. Not just Scorpio rising, but everyone has a Scorpio, in their chart. So for you guys, it's the Scorpio sign in the first house. So let's start with the moon's ingress. Moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses this week. Moon is going to be in your 11th house to start with on the 20th of January. And it's going to be conjunct Ketu. It's going to be in trine to Jupiter and Sun also. So when Moon is in the 11th house, friends seem to call needing attention and counsel. Take a step back from frivolous attention because Ketu is there, right? Don't let your friends cause you an emotional drain. Maybe, you're going to be having some gossiping, or there can be some people who are going to be getting jealous of you. Ketu is there, so do not get involved in any kind of controversy. Don't get involved in any kind of frivolous issues, I would say. Okay. On this. One second, the microphone. Yeah. So that is the reason, you have to be very careful about your relationship, the community that you move around in. You have to be cautious about that from time to time. In case you're having any issues already with your partner, or if you're looking for any, one second. Yeah. So in case you're already having issues to deal with in your relationship, or maybe you're dating someone, so all that is definitely going to be, you'll be getting that clarity now. Okay. You will get that clarity, whether you want to continue with this person or not. Then Moon moves into your 12th house on the 21st till the 23rd. So Moon in the 12th house will bring in those memories now. It's the last, day of the cycle. The whole cycle is coming to an end in a way. This is the last place of Moon, 12th house. So this is also, the time when you're in that isolation. You're contemplating what happened, what didn't, how I did, how this Moon's transit was, in the 27 days. What did I learn? What happened? All those things, definitely, all those messages come up again and again. You do feel at times, that, oh, I wish I did this. I wish that I did that. All those things are going to be also coming into limelight now. Like you will get to know. somebody's in the hospital you're visiting. It's the 12th house energy playing out. I do say negatives also. Why? Because I cannot sugarcoat. And if at all, there are 12 houses, 12 signs. So definitely something good and something bad is attached to each house and signs. So when moon is in the 12th house, it might just bring about daydreaming, sentimental issues. You might just be maintaining a journal, you're writing something, some emotional pain that you're going through. So you're working on that. Somebody, you're healing yourself, maybe, it's an isolating energy. Or maybe you're working on a project, you're just spending lone time. You want some lone time at times, or you're going to be having some pleasures with your partner. Okay. Pet pleasures, we say. This is the house of the pet pleasures. Then moon moves into your first house and Scorpio is afflicted, or we can say impacted. 24th to 25th, moon is going to be in your first house and it's the beginning of the cycle. So you are going to be thinking of something very different, something new beginnings happen. You're going to be getting that clarity, how you can initiate something. You're going to be meeting people. There are back to back meetings. You can be very moody also during this time, but it will give you some renewed mindset after the 12th house energy. Now the first house is getting active. So whenever the first house gets active, you do feel that now that enthusiasm, is going to be at its peak. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. But it is also going to be making you impulsive because it's a Mars's place and Mars's sign also. And moon doesn't do good here because it is going to be making you very hyperactive. Oh, let me finish this, let me do this, overwhelming. Okay. As it is, I have written in the tagline that, uh, what's wrong with the Scorpio sign? You see, Scorpio sign has a problem here because Rahu and Saturn are looking here as well, and Jupiter, a retrograde Jupiter, is looking at the first house. So this is bringing about some new responsibilities and you're not able to handle it. This energy is pretty exhausting. You feel older, you feel that you have many things to handle. You are already going through all of that, that, oh my God, how can I structure and discipline my life, my lifestyle? So you are having a lot of weight on your head with Saturn looking here. With Rahu looking here, you are feeling little uneasy in your relationship. Relationships are tested here. If the relationship is not on good terms, it might just bring about some break. It might just have given you that heartache. The bond is loosening. It is not giving you that kind of connectivity with your partner, with the other people also. There may be an old love or someone might surface, and this might just give you some kind of troubles, or you might just feel a little uneasy because of that also from time to time. And this is going to be giving you a forced direction, do this. This is what you are supposed to do. That's it. Career might just give you some, that's that low self-esteem in that area. That is the reason, Scorpio, in your case, is giving you a lot of issues, lot of troubles, maybe health-wise, maybe children-wise, because Rahu is in the 5th house. Saturn in the 4th doesn't do well, no? Saturn in the 4th is Kantaka Shani, no, as it is. So that is the reason you're going through a lot. You are feeling very uncomfortable and lack of peace is there at home front. Maybe the car is breaking down again and again. Maybe you have purchased a house and it's giving you trouble. There's a leakage or constant leakage. You're studying academically, you want to grow, but you're not able to get that kind of results. So you're feeling very uneasy at the in your subject wise also. You feel that you have chosen some wrong subject, right? So all those things, either or depends on your personal chart, of course, which area is getting impacted in your chart. Please do write in the comment section what you guys have been going through with the Scorpio sign getting impacted. Lastly, moon moves into your second house, and that's a Sagittarius sign on the 26th Jan. And 26th January is the Republic Day, Indian Republic Day. Also, I wish you all a very happy Indian Republic Day, everyone. Some financial issues you're going through with moon in the second house. Maybe you're going to be spending time with your family, you're taking their help and advice, you're learning more, and you are maybe cooking, you're eating, you're maybe discussing finances, financial security with your family or the closed ones. It's not just the close people, who are in your vicinity. And this is going to be making you very emotional also. Don't gain weight. You have gained weight, so you're feeling a little uneasy because of that also. If you are on the on the gaining weight side, so be watchful and mindful about your eating habits as well. Now, this is what the moon's position is. Now, let's go to the Mercury's condition. One second. And coming to the Mercury's condition, Mercury is going to be changing signs, and Mercury is going to be from 24th January to 11th of February in your third house. Third house is a place where, Mercury is comfortable. So you're going to be maybe writing everything what you want, you're going to be listing it out. I want to do this, I want to do that, to-do list, as we say. You're going to be traveling, learning new information, new ideas. Good news will be coming your way. You might just buy some new gadgets. And it is also a good time period for the ones who want to write, who are into writing, journalism, and also the ones who are looking for anything to do with travels, PR, visa, etc. So this is a very good time period for you guys. Okay. And the next transit that is happening is Mars coming back to the 8th house of yours in retrogression. Now, Mars was in the 8th house from the 26th August to the 20th of October 2024. Just go back and see what all happened. It might have given issues in your finances, or maybe, you must have gone into some research work, or maybe issues to your children, some health issues, unfair convert blame, compromise feelings by other accusations must have happened. Health problems, siblings might have been giving you some issues and troubles, and also draining of your finances must have happened. Might, not must, but might. Otherwise, there will be a comment coming in that why you are using must, or why you're using as if it's a prophecy. No, there's nothing like a prophecy. It's just predictions, which are definitely not 100% accurate. Cannot be, because your personal chart is the first and the foremost. So Mars Dasha, if you are having a Mars Dasha, then it is a very important transit for you to check Mars into the 8th house. All right. So if you are into anything to do with research work, or something to do with gaining knowledge, so that way it is good. That way it is a good transit. Okay. And you will definitely be focused more on your health. You should take care of your health also. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. This is a long, long video because I've spoken so much in the beginning part. Please do watch the beginning summary part. It has a lot of content. Now, coming to the Sagittarius sign. For Sagittarius native, moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. 10th, 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. Now, to start with, when moon is in your 10th house, it is conjunct Ketu after all. And that's happening on the 20th of Jan. So when moon is in the 10th house, fluctuations and changes in leadership might just come up, and it might just surprise you because it is a suddenness Ketu brings in. It can be that you have some superiors who are very unpredictable. You feel very uneasy at the workplace, but at the same time, you will definitely be very serious and focused also. Maybe you'll be finishing off the projects that you have in hand. So this might just bring about sudden changes, sudden changes at your workplace as well. Also, we have moon's ingress in the 11th house on the 21st till the 23rd. Moon is going to be in your 11th house. Now, when moon is in the 11th house, your friends become the attention area. Your friends, your community. Don't waste your energies here and there. Please. Don't let your friends cause unnecessary emotional drain. You might just, change your mind about your friends. Oh, I don't want to propose this person. I've been dating from a long time. Suddenly you change your mind. But it definitely brings about some growth prospects, how you can make money out of money. Sudden, it's like lottery or speculative income. For all of that, you're thinking, and you might just get it also, if you're waiting for that. It is definitely very, very stronger, uh, combination which is happening here. And then we have moons ingress in the Scorpio sign. Now, Scorpio is your 12th house. I need to discuss Scorpio very, very importantly. When moon is in your 12th house on the 24th to the 25th, Jupiter is going to be aspecting the zone, which is retrograde. Lagnesh is retrograde, remember. So health issues you're dealing with, many health issues. Rahu is looking at your 12th house, Saturn is also looking at your 12th house. So whenever your 12th house gets active, it is going to definitely bring about some travels, or there can be some issues in traveling, or there is a possibility that you're going to be thinking about because it's the end of the cycle when moon is in the 12th house and it's debilitated. So you might just spend a lot of money on female counterparts. You're just wasting your time on frivolous activities. Also, maybe, you are going to be in that isolation zone, thinking of and contemplating on what happened, in the past, in 27 days, especially because it's the last sign. So, last house when moon is. So, you're thinking about what happened, what did I do? What I can do now? How I can improvise? How I can do things my way? How I can be on the improving side? So, you're thinking about growth now also. When you're in the isolation, you're thinking a lot, many things. So, don't dwell on the negatives. It is quite likely that, when moon is in the 12th house, you think about the negatives more. You dwell more on the negatives, and then you think, oh, wow, why did I do that? What's the need? What's the issue? Okay. It's better that I dwell on the positives. You journal, you are poetic. When moon is in the 12th house, you're very poetic also, right? So this is the time when, you feel that make the best use of your time rather than wasting your time. Okay. Then moon moves into your first house on the 26th of January. Okay. Also, before this, Scorpio sign is impacted because of Rahu in the fourth, in trine, and Saturn in the third. In the 12th house, when Saturn is aspecting your 12th house, you might have felt that some hidden issues have surfaced, something that needed closure. You have experienced many changes in the life revolving around your home front, your family, and there is a possibility that there is some transformational and spiritual development also that you have gone through. Now, with Saturn looking here, you have actually aligned everything well. I must do this. I must not do this. I must get involved with this person. I must leave aside these people. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about finances. You're actually, constraint is there as well in your thought process. It brings in constraint. Or maybe you're talking less and doing more. Actions are there. Now, also, Rahu, you should not forget, Rahu is in your fourth house. It has taken you away from your place of birth, place where you were. So there have been many changes. Also, in the it's looking at the 12th house from the fourth. So there can be that you are having loss of sleep also, or there are problems related to your land, your place at the overseas place. You have purchased a land and or a house, and it has given you a lot of troubles. You're having a lot of health issues also. Resistance is low, and there is a possibility that you're following some illegal or unethical path also, quite likely. Okay. Maybe. Again, why I repeat all this? Because people then will say that as if these are prophecies Vanita Lenka is making. No, these are what the planets are doing in a particular zone and how they're impacting. Scorpio is actually heavily, heavily impacted. So your 12th house has malefic influence. So you're having issues in your sleep, in relationship, physical relationship, pet pleasures are missing, and you're traveling a lot and they are not that favorable for you. You're experiencing highs and lows in your moods, in your expenditures also. Okay. You might. That's why I'm saying again and again, repeatedly, might. Now, coming to the Mercury sign, Mercury's ingress. Mercury is going to be changing signs from the 24th of January till the 11th of February. Mercury is going to be transiting your second house, sorry, from the first. So when Mercury is transiting your second, you're planning your finances well. Expenditures might be increasing on the gadgets. You might just purchase something, or you're going to be learning computers, you're learning some classes you're going to be taking, or maybe you're going to be thinking about your career growth, how you can increase your finances, how you can do well in your relationships. Okay. Either or, depending on your personal chart, these energies will play out. Then we have Mars from the 8th. It is going to be transiting your 7th house from the 8th. So this definitely is going to even out things in your relationship. Aggression from your might seem like your character. Maybe, you're feeling that uh, you're not able to, you're defensive. You're not able to handle that kind of energy. Now go back and see what happened between 26th August to 20th of October. Write in the comment section, in 2024, what happened. Because something similar might play out when Mars is demoted in your Gemini sign again. How do you feel when, you're promoted and you're asked to go back to the previous grade? You won't feel good, right? So there is something unfinished that you have to finish. There is something that you've not learned, you will learn. Maybe it's about your relationship with your partner, with your business partner. You're definitely going to be very argumentative. Also, be careful about that. Also, in love relationship, you can have some issues to deal with. Also, arguments, you have to be very, very careful. Don't be impulsive. In your business, you might just pump in a lot of money and you might just lose that money also. Might. Be careful about that. Okay. Take care of your grandma's health. And Mars is going to be in your Gemini sign. Your communication with your partner might just be taken otherwise. So be careful when you're conveying something. You have to be cautious about your speech, your words. Be very, very choosy about your words. Okay. Pick and choose well. Ketu's there in your 10th house. So you're already feeling a little detached from your work. You're not too happy. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is, oh, I'm tired. I'm not too well, as you all know. So, no, I'm recovering though. I always say that. I cannot complain. I'm on pilgrimage, so I'm happy about that. Thank God. So, for Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. On the 20th, Moon is going to be in your 9th house, along with Ketu energy in the 9th as well. See, when Ketu is in the 9th house, it's been already 1 year, more than 1 year. It's about to end now. 18 months actually, Rahu Ketu stay in a particular zone. So what happened, when Ketu was still is in your 9th house, you have experienced some issues with your father, or health issues with your father. You have been depressed because you have been it's the 12th house from your 10th. So you have experienced some losses in and around your work, your profession, your job. Maybe you wanted a change, you wanted a promotion, you did not get, you were waiting for a job, you did not get. So you have been going through a lot, but things are going to get better with Saturn also leaving your second house, as I told in the previous videos also. Now you need to explore some spiritual growth now. Unethical teachers or cult leaders may discourage the spiritual quest. You need to understand, who's who, what kind of teacher you want to actually connect with. Is this person right? That kind of a question should come up again and again. The doubt should be there with Ketu in the 9th. Now, Coming to the weeklies, moon is going to be transiting your ninth house. And when moon transits here, you actually come to know a lot of your potential. You come to know about what is the truth, uncovers the truth basically here. And you are going to be finding a guru, a teacher. You might just connect with them and you learn more. So when moon is in the ninth house, you are getting into the nitty gritties of everything. What do you want to learn? Maybe it brings in higher studies. You might just go to the heights of success or higher learning. So understand your hidden potential on the 20th and go ahead. Then on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, moon is going to be in your 10th house. And that's a Libra sign, right? And Libra sign is in trine to Venus and Saturn, as you all know. Now, Venus is also looking at your 10th house, so this is definitely very positive for you. It is good for some fresh positive perspective. Look for options that include expansion, growth, artistic, creative bent of mind. Maybe you will just pursue a hobby or music, fashion, etc. And women counterparts especially will be honored at the workplace as well. And it is definitely going to be giving you some connections with the superiors, discussing some new projects. You're going to be finishing off the old and starting the new projects here. It might just bring about some new messages. Maybe you're going to be contemplating on how you can do things in a very different way now, because there is a possibility that you have to work on your growth, company's growth, your firm, you're working for. So you should leave the old habits or the old way of working and adopt some new things, different perspectives. Okay. You'll definitely sail through it, and it's definitely going to be positive. You might just come across somebody, you're looking for as a potential partner during this time. Moon is going to be in the 11th house on the 24th and 25th, and that's a Scorpio sign. And Scorpio sign is heavily impacted by Rahu and Saturn energy also. So now with moon in the 11th house, this might just be bringing about that sieving of the friends, as if, you now have come to know and you're clear. You don't want these people in your life, this kind of a community. You don't want to, roam around in. So you will get that clarity also. Also, there is a possibility that, with the not Mercury, Rahu and Saturn looking here, you might have had some issues that you have dealt with, weeding away your friendships, old friendships, or maybe, you're not um, happy with the people who are draining your energies. So you're in isolation. That sense of isolation happens, disappointment happens. You feel a little less motivated with the um, less motivated with in the group that you're moving around in. But definitely it brings about a lot of realizations. You're a different person altogether, because it's a transformative sign of Scorpio. So this has happened since 2023, this transit. So you definitely are going to be feeling a little better in your relationship with others in totality. Rahu energy has been also, getting connected with the Scorpio sign by looking at it. So this has brought about, you know, influential acquaintances also. Make the best use of your superiors and your co-workers association as well. This is a time for great gains from productivity and advancement in career. You might just get some promotion that you have been waiting for, with moon transiting through your 11th house as well on the 24th and 25th, if you're waiting for one. Also, there is a possibility that you might just go and settle abroad. You're thinking of doing so. You're learning more. You have some brilliant projects which are going to be very creative. You're writing a book. Maybe you're connecting with the NGO that will be very different than the league. Then lastly, moon is going to be in your 12th house on the 26th of Jan. And that's your 12th house, which is the end of the cycle in a way. So you are going to be, thinking about your childhood, your memories from the past. You're daydreaming, you're very sentimental, you're dwelling on negatives also. Expenditures are increasing. So you're thinking about how I can, release my emotional pain, my debts, etc. Maybe somebody's in the hospital, how I can just help them out. all those things. Or maybe you're traveling overseas on this day, on the 26th, and we have a Republic Day as well. So wishing you all a very happy Indian Republic Day, everyone. That's on the 26th. So maybe, it's a holiday, you're in your isolation zone, you're thinking about all what has happened in the past 27 days, how it was, and how I can improve on myself, I can work on myself. So all those energies are going to play out. And as it is, we are heading to a new moon also next week. So we have to, it's a culmination time, it's a new beginning time. Your old things are going to end and new things are going to start. Mercury is going to be changing sign from the 12th house to the first. And first house transit of Mercury will bring about some new changes as well. And this is the time when will find a deeper meaning. Verbal communication, your verbal expressions and talkative nature will be the part of the ideas and the combinations that really is going to help you grow. You're thinking about growth. You're talking about a bigger picture, because your Bhagya Lord is going to be in the first house. So this is a very good time for new aspirations, new growth prospects. You're going to be exploring something different, something very different out of the box. And that's going to play out. Maybe some business proposal comes in and it clicks, right? You are going to be opening maybe a small school, a small institute. So all of that is going to be, maybe, in your case, it's different. Intensity is different. It might just vary depending on your dasha and your horoscope. But with Mercury's transit, which is your Bhagya Lord and your sixth Lord, you're going to be paying off your loans, your debts, you're going to be healing yourself. Any kind of skin related issues, if you're having, you'll be able to be feeling better in that area also. Not to forget, Mars is going to be transiting through your 6,000 demotion. And Mars was on the 26th of August till the 20th of October 2024 in the 6th house, already in Gemini sign. Now it is coming back. What is the unfinished business? You have to pay off somebody's money. You have to pay the loan. Or maybe there is some kind of health issue that you have been facing. And that is something which is going to be getting cured. That healing is going to take place now. There are employees who are very unreliable. You have to deal with them. Health issues can happen to you or to your pets. If you have pets, there can be some impulsive behavior. Road rage can happen. So be careful while driving. Do not get carried away when you're signing the agreements, etc. Also, be careful. And there is a possibility that you're going to be purchasing property. You're going to be dealing with your uncles and aunts in a very impulsive and aggressive manner. Be careful about that. All right. And you will be coming out of the toxic relationships also. So some unfinished business, whenever a planet is retrograde, demoted especially, something related to the sixth house, litigation is there. You're going to be getting the verdict now. Maybe you have to hire another lawyer. Okay. So this is how the consolidated reading works. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. Mercury is changing signs. Mars is changing signs. So I'll be explaining one by one. And what's wrong with the Scorpio sign of yours, which is in your 10th house. Now, to start with, Moon is going to be in your 8th house, and there's a Ketu energy also playing out in the 8th house. When Moon is in the 8th house, the thoughts of past humiliation, lower self-confidence, you're dwelling on the negatives, you have some deep worries, you're hiding some information. There is a trust issue which happens within the family or with your partner, something unpredictable. Mother's health might suffer. All these are the 8th house. But what is the best part about the 8th house transit? That it is a very transformative house. So you will get into the depth of everything and you will get that going. Some changes will happen. Also, there is a possibility that you come across some people who are going to be helping you out in your paper, thesis, etc. You're into PhD, you're into research work, astrology. So that way it is a good placement. Ketu, as it is in your 8th house. So this has brought about some finances related or money related suddenly gains, suddenly losses which have been happening, unexpected financial gains, I would say. Some dramatic shift have also happened. This is not the time for taking some risks, avoid. And deep psychological work can promote healing, emotional healing also. So take care of your stomach region, because Ketu is there, and when moon transits here, it can bring about some anxiety as well. Then moon moves into your 9th house, into the Libra sign on the 21st to the 23rd, and is going to be in trine to Venus and Saturn. In your 9th house, when moon is transiting, this is a very positive time for spiritual guidance. Maybe you're very wavering minded and you get that guru that you need to get guidance from. A transformation is going to take place. Some, hidden realms, which you have been experiencing when moon was in the 8th house. Now you get that clarity, whether, you can get along well with these people, or you know your own potential. So all that will start working your way when moon is in the 9th house. And definitely very positive for growth, for higher studies, for travels, for journey, for getting married. This is the day, you can, 21st to 23rd. Then moon moves into your 10th house, and moon debilitates in your 10th house on the 24th and the 25th. And that's a Scorpio sign also, not to forget, which I have been discussing, in the tagline also. I have mentioned what's wrong with the Scorpio sign. Do write in the comment section if it matched up. Now, moon is going to be in your 10th house from the 24th to the 25th, and this brings in a lot of fluctuations, changes. Maybe, the management of the company, is going through some renovation or change, or women superiors, maybe, supportive of you, or maybe they are very unpredictable also, maybe. Do not get too attached to your job, or your, too emotional about your work. Be practical, do your thing, get the results, get it going, rather than, thinking, oh, I wish I did it this way. It doesn't work in the corporate world like that. You have to stay focused. What do you want? How you do it? It's up to you. Do it in a very, very meticulous manner. Don't forget, Rahu and Saturn are looking at this zone as well. And when Rahu is, no, let's cover Saturn first, because that's the 10th aspect of Saturn from the Lagna. So this has given you that isolation energy any which ways. You're totally different than the league, and you're feeling that, oh, what should I do now? You're thinking of some changes also. It is time to restrict and slow down your expansion and consolidate. Time to pull back and streamline the business to conserve time and money. Saturn is revered as a planet for the just rewards. So do the right thing, integrity, honor. If you want that, you must follow the right path. And do not at any cost get lured or carried away by a bigger pay package, and change your job because of that. Change definitely has been inevitable, because Saturn is in the first house and looking at your 10th. A lot of workload. Definitely, you are working really, really hard, but it brings about some, um, strict, disciplined decisions also. You really need to make some choices now, but it has to be really, it can bring about some confusion, because, or some uh, unethical path also, because Rahu is in the 2nd house looking at the 10th, might just give you a lot of urge to make money, quick bucks, different life direction actually it gives. And also, there is a change of residence, home environment. There can be that cars are troubling you a lot, with the 10th house transit of Rahu, looking at the 10th house. And also, this might just bring about some issues to deal with at the workplace with your bosses and seniors also. You do feel that, you want, with this Rahu energy in the 2nd house, you want to change your job. You're desperate to change your job. Let this Mars transit your Lagna. I think that is a time when you can. But right now, I think you should just be careful about your financial matter. It can cause some troubles and self esteem issues also. So just focus on the current status, current job. Do not just get carried away and do things which actually, give you some issues related to your family. You are just getting pulled away from your family and your people. So be careful about that. Do write in the comment section if something mashed up. Jupiter is retrograde looking here, so that's a big time saving grace. At the same time, you have been going through a lot at the workplace with your bosses, seniors, or your business proposal that you are working on, litigation, loans, you're under debts. Okay. So be careful. If you want to buy a vehicle, you can, but do take care of your signing of agreements, etc. Now, here, one more thing is happening is that Mercury is going to be transiting your 12th house. And Mercury is going to be in Capricorn from the 24th of January till the 11th of Feb. Now, when Mercury is in the 12th house, thoughts of old friends, intuition, um, that is something which keeps coming in. Psychic and mental telepathy is developed with others. Interest in foreign places, cultures. Maybe you're going to be getting investors from the overseas. Understanding, compassion, forgiveness. All these heal your life. So you must actually connect with your siblings, with your neighbors, with your friends. Connect with them and take their help and advice. Maybe you will be connecting with an NGO, some NGO you'll be joining as well. Then moon moves, not moon, sorry, Mars. Mars is going to be transiting your fifth house, going backwards. And Mars was in your fifth house from the 26th August to the 20th of October 2024, when Mars was in the Gemini sign. Now here it is demoted. When Mars is demoted, it means that there is a competitive drive and fun spirit that you want to participate in. You're going to be working out, you're going to be excessively, doing things which release your toxins from the body, brisk walk, all that you're going to be doing as well. Children can cause some kind of issues, or there can be some troubles in their health. It might just bring about some aggressive love and instigate a passionate romance with Mars coming back to the Gemini sign. You're going to be very vocal, you're going to be very creative, you're going to be very aggressive also in your relationship with the romance. It might just be that you have a lot of physical urge that you're dealing with. Okay. So this is what, is going to be, and Saturn and Venus are over your Lagna. So you will definitely be changing some residence or your car also. Okay. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. I hope I've equally divided all the readings. Otherwise, somebody will say that why this reading was so short, why this reading was not so long as compared to the other. Now, here, Moon is going to be in your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. So, Moon in the 7th house is going to be conjunct to start with on the 20th of January, Ketu. In the 7th house, Moon is quite moody. Your partner is quite moody. And there can be that you're going to be very worrisome, or you're going to be very caring about the people in and around you. Maybe your partner, maybe your siblings, maybe your friends, maybe your parents. It could be your business partner. You need to focus more on your connections now. You never know who comes to your rescue, at any point in time. You never know. So this might be the time when you're going to be having some um, uncertainty also. It's good when Moon is in your Virgo sign on the 20th of January. Maybe you can call somebody home, your friends, etc. You want to just, or maybe take the delegates out, or you're going to be going out for dinner with your family. But Ketu is there, so it might not be with the family. Maybe you're just going alone. Then Moon moves into your 8th house, and 8th house Moon, generally, people Chandrashtama, they dread, because, in the 8th house, there's a lot of deep worries that you go through, personal affairs are causing deep worries. It could be that, you have lack of self-confidence. It could be that your financial matters with others are unpredictable and you cannot trust them. Mother's emotional stability is the question area. Also, it will give you a lot of mood swings in your at your workplace, and you can have some issues there also to deal with. Maybe they will just shun you out. that you are becoming too moody. All that you have to be careful with Rahu and Ketu also changing signs the upcoming year, that is this year. So you need to really balance out things. Do the Rudra Abhishekam. That is something which most of the Pisces must do with Rahu energy on the first house. The partner has become very demanding or very spiritually inclined, and you're not liking it, that there is a lack of bed pleasure, or maybe you're not able to spend much time with each other. Maybe there's a lot of workload, right? Then moon moves into your ninth house, and that's where we have a Scorpio sign on the 24th and the 25th, and Rahu and Saturn are looking here. Now, that is what I wanted to, tell you. That's the main thing. And to tell me write in the comment section also later, once the video gets over, that in the ninth house, there's a Scorpio sign. And there, moon is going to be transiting, Rahu is looking, Saturn is looking. So this is definitely the time when, you will be having wavering belief with, you know, with your related to your journey, to your education, your hidden potential, your father, your gurus. You definitely feel that there is lack of guidance here. So you should actually surrender to the divine or the spiritual guidance that you're looking for. Things are going to fall in place. But surely, father can be unpredictable. They can be that you're going to be traveling to a place which is, towards the north, because the Scorpio sign, when moon is transiting and Rahu is looking here and Saturn is also looking here. So with Saturn's aspect, Saturn's aspect definitely is going to be bringing about some transformed awareness and outlook on life. Realization of limits and boundaries will change your life's direction, maybe, because it is the ninth house Scorpio sign, which is getting impacted by Saturn and Rahu. When Rahu is also aspecting or, is impacting your ninth house, so you will definitely learn something very different and out of the box. Spirituality, maybe you're not into spirituality or reading books, etc., but you definitely are going to be acquiring more knowledge now. Don't place your beliefs in the hands of a guru type of figures, rather than depend on your own people if possible. Okay, if your mother is going to drop you, your father is going to drop you, that is something which you should also try and focus. Okay. Hmm. Excuse me. There are opportunities for travels to foreign places and interest in different cultures. Then education and learning, these are all passion that you're going to be having, the drive that you're going to be having as well. Mercury is going to be changing signs, and it's going to be, lastly, moon is going to be in your 10th house. And when moon is in the 10th house, you do feel quite emotional about your work. If fluctuations and changes in leadership at workplace may come as a surprise. Maybe the management is changing. And there is a lot of course, mood swings as well. You're not getting that kind of attention. You're not getting that kind of not just attention, but you're not actually getting the attention for what you're doing also. Forget what you have not done. You are just not getting the accolades and the kind of, um, honor that you deserve. So you're feeling a little uneasy because of that also, but the workload is definitely going to increase, and there is a possibility of getting emotional, or there can be some issues to deal with your bosses and seniors and your co-workers also during this time. So make sure that you are there, and you just hook around. Also, Mercury is going to be transiting your 11th house ultimately from the 24th of Jan, and it's going to be there till the 11th of Feb. So Mercury in the 11th house is friends call with interesting news, taking excessively on the phone, talking excessively on the phone, and then connecting to a new group of people with the progressive thoughts and ideas. And also the elder sibling has been wanting to say something to you. So listen to that sibling and just figure that out, how you can, help that person out with Mercury here. Mercury here is also good for speculative income, good for your um, progeny, your children, also your partner's money matters, are going to get resolved with this. If at all she's or he's waiting for that solution. And also, this will bring about some messages which are going to be much, much better for you for growth prospects, also with Mercury in the 11th house. So people are going to bow down in front of you. Marriage can happen if you're looking for that. Mars, I must discuss as well, when Mars is going to be transiting through your uh, Gemini sign again. It was promoted and now it is going to be getting demoted. And that is happening on the um, when Mars is going to be from 21st Jan to the 3rd of April in the zone of the 4th house. So also, it had completed its span. So just go back and see. Also, this is a good time period for making, you know, connecting with your children, also with your new education plan, also if you want to. Also, this is going to be a good time period for um renovation, if you want to go in for any redoing of the place. Be careful with the lit candles, it can just cause destruction, fire can happen. And also take care of your car, your vehicle, because it is going to be getting some kind of issue that again and again it is showing. So be careful about all these readings and make the best use of your um, time span and the kind of growth that you deserve. Okay, work through that. All right. So all set, all done. Thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat. Have a great, great week ahead. Looking forward to seeing you all. I will definitely be ready and be there in front of you guys soon. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.